because I'm going to show you some stuff that is black, and downstairs in my craft room is there's no sufficient light to show you. So I finished the headband. I did put the buttons on the black headband with the stripes of color here. Well, not stripes, just the color, the dots of color here. So you can see better how it looks, and I put the clear buttons on. This is something I totally finished. I did show you not last week because I didn't make a video last week, but the week before that. So I finished this hat as well. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, as well as the headband. So let me go. I did line the hat with some fleece. Line the hat with some fleece here. As you can see, I sold this hat. It's a requested hat, so I'm gonna put it on my mannequin head here so you can see how it looks. Oh, I put it wrong on his head. The skull is supposed to go on the side here. This skull is supposed to go on the pattern all around the hat. So, and I just used a duplicate stitch to make it for just one area because that's how the client wanted it. So I made it how he wanted it. So a totally black beanie. I used the pattern for the regular pattern that this skull hat has, and I used it, and I just didn't do the skulls. I just kept going in the black color, and then did this. I did rip this hat like I think it was like 4 times because I was doing just regular color change when it came to this, and it was coming up really ugly, and my husband was like, what are you gonna do again? And I'm like, I'm just gonna rip it out. I can't, like, you know, it's something I'm going to sell. I don't want an ugly project. I don't want something like really hideous and ugly. So I know that in the pattern it said you can use the duplicate stitch, but I didn't know what it was. Is, you know, I'm a newbie at this. So I looked it up on YouTube and found it, and I did it, and it was a lifesaver, really. Because if you're going to do just one design, it's like what you need to do is this, the duplicate stitch. It's a lifesaver. So the hat here, I love the finishing of the hat. Let's see if you can see right here. I love how it looks. She used like knit 2 together, like all in the decrease row. No, 4, knit 4, and then knit 2 together. She just knit 2 together all around, and it came out really nice, really pretty. I love it. It's like a flat top here. I love it. So, and I do the fleece the fleece lining on the inside. I did bought the fleece, and I made my own lining as I sew a little bit. I did make my own fleece hat for the inside, and then did a blanket stitch all around the hat and the fleece, so it would be nice and stretchy, and it wouldn't deform the shape of the brim of the hat. You know, sometimes it stretches out and it doesn't look very pretty or appealing or very nice for something you're going to sell. So if you want to see a video on how to make a fleece hat for the inside of another knitted hat, that is like, I'm sorry for the bag noise. sorry for that. That is something optional. I have hats that I have knitted and I don't put lining, but sometimes here in Colorado it gets really cold and people prefer lined hats, and that's how they have been requested towards me. Like I knit them, and and they want a lining because they're for my husband's co-workers. So my husband has one that I lined for him because my husband likes really warm hats, like really thick and warm hats. So they have seen that I have lined them, so they have requested it like that. But it's totally optional. But if you want me to show you how I make my hats for the inside, like the fleece lining hats, I will show you. I bought the fleece, like I bought a yard of the fleece. I think it was a yard. Yeah, I bought a yard. It was on sale for $2.99 at Joann's. But I know in Walmart they have it for $2.49 regular price. So you can choose. Because I know in Joann's regular price is $10, like $9.99 a yard. So when it's on sale, you can grab it. It's good fabric. It's awesome. But you have to know which side to cut it with. You have to stretch it out and see which is the stretchiest side. So when you cut it with the hat facing like the stretchy side. So when you do it, it stretches really good. Because the first one I cut it in the wrong side of the fabric and it didn't stretch as much. So you want like really stretchy, so when it goes in the head, it looks stretchy and nice, and it gets back the shape of the head of a person. Oh, enough talking about that. So I remade this. I need to finish it. It's not finished. It's a work in progress. I remade the baby cardigan crochet for the knitted hat I made. So this one I'm not going to give away in donation. I am going to give it to my cousin that he's going to have a little girl. Because the girl I asked on Facebook didn't answer me back. So I decided I'm going to give it to somebody that's going to appreciate it. They live in Alaska, so it's pretty cold out there, and they are going to use it. So the first one was really tiny, and I don't like really tiny stuff for newborn babies, even if they are newborn babies. So I decided to make this one. It's 6 months old, but it looks really small than what it's supposed to be for. So especially if it's Caron Simply Soft, so it will usually be smaller. And I am using like the hook size that the pattern asked for, but it looks tiny. So, and babies, sometimes newborn babies are bigger, smaller, it depends. They grow really fast and they are really chubby, so it's good to have bigger clothing for newborn babies. And especially if you're going to layer them, like you're going to put a tank top, a t-shirt, I don't know, a long sleeve, and then put this on or something like that. You know, not that extreme, but just, you know, it's good to have bigger fitting things, and it will last longer, and they can wear it longer because winter is pretty long and cold. So the other thing that I am making right now, remember the yarn that I bought on Joann's? It was one of those mystery bags they have. So I am using the one that is rainbow colored, not the pastel kind of rainbow colors. So this is a beard. As you can see here, it has a beard hole here. But my problem now is I need to already bind off. But my problem is, how do I attach it to a hat? Like, it's really, really long. Like, you can see it covers my ears. Oh, and it's not for me, you know. And I look really funny with that on. but that is my question. Like, how I'm just going to give away the beard to my coworker. I don't know how he is going to attach it. I was thinking of making like loops around here so he could attach it to his ears, like a mask. Um, but that's what I'm thinking of. But if not, I don't know. Because I was thinking of not making a hat for it and attaching it. Because he can just wear it with whichever hat he likes and he prefers. Um, that's what I was thinking. But you can tell me any ideas or suggestions you have towards this beard that I'm making for him. So, and this is the seed stitch. First time making it, and it's really cool. Like I like the puffiness of it. It looks really nice. At least I remember that stitch. But I'm trying. I need to download and print out the names of everything, so when I talk to you guys, you can just say, hey, you're saying something that is not correct. I'm new at knitting. I don't know every term of knitting, so you can help me out. But this is the seed stitch, and it looks really awesome. And this is like a total wool yarn. It looks really cool. The colors. He wanted a rainbow beard. Don't ask me why, but he wanted it. So if you think I should do a crocheted or a knitted hat for this beard and attach it to, or just do something else, because it's pretty long. I know men have bigger face than I do, but you can tell me, because I am really curious and I want to figure out this problem. Because I am, I want him to be warm when he's riding a bike that he goes to work with, and a bike. So I hope that you can help me out, that you always do. So thank you. So I was watching Sheepishly Sherry with Margaret, that I always do watch it. I love her show. It's like she always has so much fun things to say. But I know she went to Walmart and she saw those hats. I did see them, but I don't like to record in stores or whatever. They were cute. Like, when I saw them, they were cute. But then when I got closer, I thought they were ugly. Because when it goes to the cabling, you can see there is like a really long cable stitch. And you can fit your finger through that hole. And I was like, this is so ugly. Like, I wouldn't wear this with that gapping in space of it. You can see my dog going. I wouldn't wear that. So I was, I love the hat, the pattern. If I found something like that on Ravelry, and I would make it 100 times better, because machine knitting and industrial stuff looks really ugly sometimes. Especially with a big gap, like, that's a no-no. So, for me, they were cute, they were awesome, but when you got close to them and saw that, I was horrified. So, because I have this is a cable. It's a braid cable. Let me see if my camera wants to show. But it doesn't have a gap here. You see, I can't put my finger through through this. So I was like disgusted with that. Like, it was cute until you get close to it. Even if in my workplace there is some knitted baskets and stuff like that, and they have better cabling than those hats. And I was looking at everything. I'm like, oh my god, this has better like thing. And I was all day like my coworkers were like, are you gonna keep going with the hats? And I'm like, those hats, like the gap, it was enormous. Like, you could fit your finger through that gap. That's not supposed to happen. So that's me and my stuff. I have OCD, so I get really obsessed about something. So I did finish the hat, but it's not here. My husband took it already to work to give it to his coworker. That's another order. And I have hats that I posted. I have posted pictures of almost everything on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on my finished, my works in progress, go to Instagram, and I will have the link in the video description. And I did put pictures of that hat on Instagram and on Facebook as well. But I'm going to put the pictures here in this video so you can see them. It's just a regular knitted hat, and I did line that hat because, as I told you before, it was requested like that. So that's everything I have to show you. Oh, and in case I didn't make this, I bought this at Europostal, something like that it's called, the store. It's already like a year old, almost a year old. Yeah, it is a year old. I bought it. So I don't have the skills to make something like this, but oh, and Margaret, if you're seeing my videos, I love the sweater you finished for your daughter, like the Harry Potter one. It was awesome. I wish I could have those skills, like to finish or do something, but I get so tired of stuff. Like, I imagine myself doing something for me, like a sweater like this, and starting it really excited, and then just getting bored and just going to some other project. And that's what has been happening to the Batman baby blanket that I'm thinking, car seat blanket. I'm thinking I'm just going to finish it as a regular blanket and give it away to Yolanda when I finish it, like even next year. I don't know, but it's not going to be a gift anymore. I already talked to my husband, and he said it was okay. So I can't knit blankets because I get super tired, like bored of them. I can't do what was the other thing? Baby blankets. I have blanket yarn that I have not even started doing anything with it, but my husband bought it so I can make a blanket. So yeah, I'm going to put the pictures here in the video or at the end of this video, and I'm going to stop yapping. So have a great day, guys, and thank you for watching my videos. Bye.